Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimakong.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chapter 6, Section 2 of Jane Eyre, an Autobiography.
As.
Jane Eyre, an Autobiography. Charlotte Brontë. Chapter 6, Section 2. I should get it from her hand. Probably you would do nothing of the sort. What if you did? Wister. Brocklehurst would expel you from the school. That would be a great grief to your relations. It is far better to endure patiently a smart which nobody feels but yourself. You. And besides. But then it seems disgraceful to be flogged. And to be sent to stand in the middle of a room full of people. And you are such a great girl. I am far younger than you. Yet it would be your duty to bear it. If you could not avoid it. I heard her with wonder. I could not comprehend this doctrine of endurance. Just as her. Still I felt that Helen Burns considered things by a light invisible to my eyes. I suspected I might be right and I wrong. But I would not ponder the matter deeply. Like Felix, I put it off to a more convenient season. You say you have faults. Helen, what are they? Then learn from me. Not to judge by appearances. Ion. As Miss Scatcherd said. Slatternly. I seldom put. And never keep. Things in order. I am careless. I forget rules. I read when I should learn my lessons. I have no method. And sometimes I say, like you, I cannot bear to be subjected to systematic arrangements. This is all very provoking to Miss Scatcherd, who is naturally neat, punctual, and cross and cruel, I added. But Helen Burns would not admit my addition. She kept silence. At the utterance of Miss Temple's name, a smile flitted over her grave face. Miss Temple is full of goodness. It pains her to be severe to anyone, even the worst in the school. She sees my errors, and tells me of them gently. And then, if I do anything worthy of praise, she gives me my meed liberally. One strong proof of my wretchedly defective nature is that even her expostulations, so mild, so rational, have not influence to cure me of my faults. And even her praise, though I value it most highly. That is curious, said I. For you I have no doubt it is. I observed you in your class this morning, and saw you were closely attentive. Your thoughts seemed to wander while Miss Miller explained the lesson and questioned you. And mine continually rove away, when I should be listening to Miss Scatcherd, and collecting all she says with assiduity. Often I lose the very sound of her voice. I fall into a sort of dream. Sometimes I think I am in Northumberland, which runs through Deepton, near our house within. When it comes to my turn to reply, I have to be awakened. And having heard nothing of what was read for listening to the visionary work, it was mere chance, The subject on which we had been reading had interested me. This afternoon, instead of dreaming of Deepden, and wisely as Charles I sometimes did, and I thought what a pity it was that, with his integrity and conscientiousness, he could see no further than the prerogatives of the crown. If he had but been able to look at a distance, and see how what they call the spirit of the age was tending. Still, I like Charles to respect to me pity him. Poor murdered king. Yes. His enemies were the worst. They shed blood they had no right to shed. Helen was talking to herself now. She had forgotten I could not very well understand her that I was ignorant, or nearly so, of the subject she discussed. I recalled her to my level, and when this temple teaches you, certainly, not often, because Miss Temple has generally something to say which is neither my own affections. Her language is singularly agreeable to me. Well, then, is in a passive way. I make no effort. I follow as inclination guides me. A great deal. You are good to those who are good to you. It is all I ever desire to be. If people were always kind and obedient to those who are cruel and unjust, the wicked people would have it all their own way. They would never feel afraid, and so they would never alter, but would grow worse and worse. When we are struck at without a reason, we should strike back again very hard. You will change your mind, I hoped, when you grow older. But I feel this, Helen, I must dislike those who, whatever I do to please them, persist in disliking me. I must resist those who punish me unjustly. It is as natural as that I should love those who show me affection. Heathens and savage tribes hold that doctrine. How? Read the New Testament and observe what Christ says and how he acts. Make his word your rule. Love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Then I shall love my sweet, which I cannot do. Bless her St. John. In her turn, Helen Burns asked me to explain, and I proceeded forthwith to pour out in my own way tale of my sufferings and resentments, bitter and truculent when excited, as I felt, without reserve or softening. Helen heard me patiently to the end. I expected she would then make a remark, but she said nothing. I asked impatiently, is not my reader hard-hearted, unkind to you, no doubt because you see a character as miscatchewed as mine she has done and said to you, seems to have made on your heart my feelings. Would you not be happier if you tried to forget her severity, together with the passionate emotions it excited, to be spent in nursing animosity or registering wrongs? We are, be one and all, burdened with faults in this world. Time will soon come when, I trust, putting off our corruptible bodies, this compressed frame of flesh, impalpable principle of light and thought, inspire the creature when came it will return, communicated to some being higher than man, perhaps to pass through gradations of glory, the pale human soul to brighten to the seraph. Surely it will never, on the contrary, be suffered to degenerate from man to feet. No, I cannot believe that. I hold another creed at me, and which I seldom mention, but in which I delight, to which I cling, for it extends hope to all Oresta. mighty home, not a terror and an abyss. Besides this, Creed, I can so clearly distinguish between the criminal and his crime. I can so sincerely forgive the first while I abhor the last, Creed revenge. Never worries my heart degradation, never too deep disgusts me, never crushes. Meet you low, I'll even come, Helen's head drooping. Sank a little lower, she finished the sentence. How looked she? Wished no longer to talk to me with her own thoughts. Tear. Was not allowed much time for meditation, monitor, a great rough girl. Presently came up, Cumberland accent. Helen Burns, if you don't go and put your drawer in order, and fold up your work this minute, Helen sighed as her reverie fled, and getting up, obeyed the monitor without reply as without delay. To be continued.